Hi, thanks for joining me for round 6 here at Ella Park in Suffolk. We're here for the Inters round 6 Heats Championship. We've got Bobby Trundley fighting right up at the top of the championship. He's got Mike Coppin chasing him down and Owen Jenman. This is going to be fiery in the hot, hot sun.
So Inter Heats final is making its way out for their flying laps. So Mike Coppin is your pole sitter for this one. Bobby Trundley in second, Andy Spencer third, Owen Jenman in fourth, Chris Hackworth in fifth place, Jordan Taylor in sixth, Chris Alcock in seventh, Joe Ellis in eighth, Anthony Ford in ninth, Pat Ford in 10th, Andy Stobart in 11th. Gary Patterson is your 12th place driver, Lee Kerry in 13th, Philip Senior in 14th, and James Browning rounding up your grid in 15th place. They're in the order. Frustration at the back from Mike Coppin. He's holding the grid, but now he goes. The rev goes up, the lights go green, and away he goes. And Mike Coppin with a fantastic start, moving away. And Bobby Trundley immediately trying to go down the inside or trying to take a defensive line.
Spencer lost out there. I think he felt like Coppin had held it back, but I think Coppin's right to dictate the pace, and then he chose to go, and that left Spencer, I think, right down the pack at the moment, with Bobby Trundley and Mike Coppin again up at the front fighting.
No, definitely. I think, yeah, Andy Spencer was just wanted to go, and Mike Coppin had to say he had the right to do that. And then side by turn 4, Andy Spencer again losing out another position, moving down into 5th place.
Coppin's got a lot to defend here into turn 10. Bobby Trundley willing that car to go further. There's contact into turn 10, but it's very light, and they stay in the same order as they go out through turn 11, up the home straight. Let's see how they come across the line.
Jenman's got the inside line. Bobby goes defensive, but Jenman's got it. He locks up slightly. Oh, no, he doesn't have it. Bobby comes back around and cuts across his front nose.
Coppin leads Trundley and Jenman, Hackworth, Taylor, Spencer, Ellis, Ford, Alcock, Anthony Ford, Stobart, Carey, Senior, Patterson and Browning.
Very close between the whole pack here as they're coming round turn 4. Coppin still with the commanding lead. As they're all going around into this tight section. There's a bit of contact there from 6th place. I'm not sure who's currently running in 6th place. It looks like, it's a lunge down the inside. Who is that? I knew his name. It's Andy Spencer. Sorry, Andy Spencer with a lunge down into the last corner.
The light is making the helmets difficult to see, and with that displacement pattern that Andy Spencer has. He's under threat, though, from Ellis coming up the inside.
He is, yeah, as they go in now to turn 3. Chris Hackworth round the outside of Bobby Trundley, by the looks of it. Yes, it doesn't get the move done, so he stays in 4th. Bobby going defensive with Jenman just in front.
So Jenman's managed to pick up a pace there in that first part of the track, and that's Bobby Trundley going absolutely nuts, which has allowed Hackworth up the inside.
I'm quite speechless about that. I'm not sure what that was. He let go of the steering wheel as he entered a corner, and he almost lost a position from it. So Bobby really needs to concentrate. As Hackworth goes down the inside, it's very ambitious, but he stays behind, and he loses out to another position.
I think Hackworth has been pretty gentlemanly there, but there's contact into turn 11 between Hackman and Bobby Trundley, and they're going to come under pressure down the home straight now from Jordan Taylor.
Yeah, Jordan Taylor taking full advantage from these two squabbling.
Well, that's let Coppin and Jenman get away up front, but that's going to be a battle in itself. But there's nothing to pick between these guys coming through turn 2. Bobby Trundley holds on. There's contact again with Hackman.
Andy Spencer's come through out of nowhere.
Anyone could pop out of this. Now Trundley's had to go all the way off on turn 3.
Andy Spencer's back into this pack with Bobby Trundley and Chris Hackworth, but Chris Hackworth with a huge advantage there.
This is going to be dangerous going down into turn 7. Spencer round the outside. He's had to slot in behind Ellis. Trundley's now in 4th place between Hackworth and Ellis in 5th. Spencer 6th. Is that Taylor 4th? Taylor in 6th, sorry?
I think that's Joe Ellis.
Sorry, I meant number 4 cut.
It's Chris Alcock, sorry.
Chris Alcock, there we go. The timing screen's going absolutely nuts as they cross the line there. They're in a completely different order. Is it worth saying the order? It's Coppin, Jenman, Hackworth, Trundley, Ellis, Spencer, Alcock, Taylor, Stobart, Ford and Carey.
And there's a position change for the lead. Jenman has got in front of Coppin. He did it round turn 2, and Coppin's trying to get back. His hand's going up. He's trying to get back through quickly, but he can't find it.
Let's see if he can compose himself then as they go into pit. So he's gone down the inside of turn 7. It's a big move. That is a big, big move by Mike Coppin, and he's got the job done. He's in the lead of this race.
Excellent stuff from these two drivers. So Mike Coppin holding on to his first place so far. Not sure how far into the race we are, but
Trundley, you have to say Trundley's not happy in that car. He needs to settle himself and compose himself. And down the inside, there is a possession there. I think that's Alcock and Taylor swapping places. But is that Spencer who's then gone up into 5th out of all of that, who's now chasing down Ellis? I believe it is.
It looks like it, yes. So Spencer up into 5th.
I think that's a cool head. There's a lot of guys getting very emotional, hot and heavy, and there's Mike Coppin jumping up and down in his seat as he tries to will it down that straight into turn 7.
I think the fact that, yes, it may be their final, but it's the fact that it's also the last event of the day. They're all rushing to get to the end.
Coppin's going defensive down there. What's happening with Bobby Trundley? Bobby Trundley's losing out. He's losing out hand over fist. He's lost out to both Taylor and the number 4 car.
And there's contact all over it. I'm losing track of drivers here.
Trundley's down to 7th place now.
As curbing markers are going up for the cuts 3 and 4, which is Jordan Taylor and Chris Alcock. This battle is still well underway.
Jenman's definitely going to come back at Mike Coppin. That one isn't over at all. I think we're going to have to wait for that midfield to settle down. As they disappear into turn 1, we lose. They just look like a swarm of cars from behind. But that's Ellis in 4th place, behind Hackworth. In 5th now is Andy Spencer. I think we've got Taylor is one of the 2 white helmets behind that. It's Taylor and Alcock then fighting behind that. And Bobby Trundley is now down in 8th place. Battle for 1st place, hots up. Jenman, can he outbrake round the outside? That's ambitious to try and break that deep on the outside of Mike Coppin, but he's gone for it. Then he had a little look up the inside into turn 3.
These drivers sticking very close together. Gap is barely anything as Jenman is all over the rear bumper of Coppin.
I'm going to preemptively say contact into turn 7 because they look so close. Coppin isn't going defensive, to be fair. He took a little bit of a nibble of the grass. He's gone to the outside. Thought he might have left himself vulnerable on the inside there, but Jenman hasn't made that move and he's followed him through. Hackworth is in front of Ellis. Just for now. But will all that squabbling let the chasing packs behind them go? There's a huge gap now. Look, Bobby Trundley, the gap from 7th place to 8th is massive, and Trundley is again in the wars. He's holding a very defensive line, but he's getting swarmed by carts around him. But we have to concentrate on the battle for the lead because I'm being told to. But we have to concentrate on the battle for the lead because Coppin is under all sorts of pressure from Jenman. I don't know where the move is going to come. It could be anywhere. Coppin's got to go defensive into 7 to make sure he doesn't get mugged there.
It looks like he did go defensive, but now we're coming into turn 10. He's staying defensive. Jenman's told him a dummy, went to the outside, and he changed his mind and went back to the outside.
But now he's in trouble because he's got Ellis and Hackworth. They're back up. It's now a leading 4, and any minute now, it's going to be a leading 5 because Spencer can smell blood on the back of this pack.
Jenman's going to the inside. They're fighting for the track limits. He swoops back to the outside, and now he's got Ellis all over his rear bumper.
But he's going to get swamped by Ellis, I think.
Oh, no, but he's gone to the inside. Sorry, Jenman's gone to the inside at turn 2, and Jenman has taken it, and Ellis has followed.
Coppin's held on bravely round the outside, and he's got the inside line into turn 3. So he's held on to 2nd to resume his battle with Jenman. But now that's it. Spencer is now right on the back of Hackworth.
Absolutely fantastic driving from these two.
Is Spencer going to make a move into turn 7? He's right on his bumper.
He holds that position. Ellis really struggling to get it, and now Ellis has lost 3 positions in one corner.
Spencer's currently in 3rd place, round the outside of Hackworth on turn 10. He can't hold it, but he is going to get Ellis on the inside of turn 11. They're side by side. Oh, just enough room left there for Ellis. He just avoids hitting the wall. But Jenman's now out in front with Coppin, under pressure from Hackworth. Spencer 4th and Ellis in 5th. What an amazing battle.
Really close racing from all of these guys, but as you say, Jenman has just gained a bit of a gap from this lot now.
But I tell you what, if they keep fighting, Alcock and Taylor are going to be in this battle as well.
That'd be interesting.
Jenman a few kart lengths now ahead of Mike Coppin. He's got a bit of breathing space from Hackworth, but Spencer's all over the back of Ellis. So Ellis has got back in front of Spencer at some point. Let's see who gets that run down the pit straight. Doesn't look like anybody had the momentum to make a challenge there. Ellis has gone defensive into turn 11, and there's a great battle as well for 6th and 7th, and they might be stopping each other from getting out to this this final 5. You know, maybe they want to sense what's going on up ahead and leave each other alone.
I suspect Andy Spencer is really wanting to get past this. I mean, he started this race in 3rd, and he's now running 5th at the moment, so he needs to get these positions back up, and they're right there in front of him.
And the leader's gone very wide there, and I have to say the rest of the chasing pack has followed. So Jenman's gone very wide, so has Coppin. Oh, I think Ellis has got a good run here into turn 7. I think if Hackworth's forced to go defensive, this could give Ellis a good run down the pit straight. So let's have a look. Ellis, the 4th of that bunch in the white helmet. He had momentum, but he's had to lift. Is he going to go for the inside? No, but that has allowed Spencer to pull onto the back of them, and it's allowed Coppin a couple of kart lengths grace as well. But I think this is the battle in that top 5 at the moment, is can Ellis challenge Hackworth? He's down the inside of Hackworth.
And Ellis is overtaken under yellows. He's under yellow conditions, and Ellis was overtaking.
Well, that's bad news.
That's very bad news. Well, I can see the checker flag's gone out. I don't know if we have gone check with the leaders, because the leaders crossed the line.
I think they're just double checking they've got green. Can they finish the race?
Well, no, because the full course yellow's come out. I can see a checker flag on the digi, and I don't think the race leaders saw that checkered. Well, the rundown from that: Owen Jenman, Mike Coppin, Chris Hackworth, Joe Ellis, Andy Spencer, Chris Alcock, Jordan Taylor, Philip Senior, Andy Stobart, Pat Ford, Lee Carey, Anthony Ford, James Browning, Gary Patterson, and then Bobby Trundley. So they had taken checkered. Checkered flag did go out.
Okay, so they were going full pelt though down towards a checkered flag, and they were making overtakes as they crossed the line with yellow flags waving, with a car stranded at turn 1. So I don't know. I think we're left here in a little bit of limbo, but we've got to assume that the result stands as it is. I'm here with 3rd place man Chris Hackworth. You had to work for that 3rd place today. Ellis kept you honest that whole race.
Yeah, it was a good scrap. You know, it's a great circuit. It's the first time I've been here again, and really enjoyed it. Obviously, Bobby, I think, had a bit of a kart issue, so he's a bit defensive. And when I got by him, it was the top 2 scrapping, and I thought, you know, maybe even better yet, but.
So you had your eyes on the win. It was a really tight group of 5.
And Joe got me, Joe Ellis, and I thought he was going to get the win. I thought maybe I could follow through some point, but I was, like I say, lucky really that I managed to hang on to 3rd. So I've missed last round, and so I'm just enjoying my racing this year. So
some podiums you get with pure pace, some you just have to scrap for, and that's what you did today.
Yeah, it was a good race, good race.
Chris Hackworth, thank you very much. Clearly enjoyed his 3rd place, and in 2nd place got Mike Coppin. At least you beat Bobby, but you had to work hard for that. And in the end, we didn't actually know if the race had ended.
No, that was the oddest ending I think I've ever had in a race. I was following Owen thinking, have we finished? I don't know. So anyway, yeah, it was a good race.
But you two were fighting so hard. I think the result was based on when the race ended, because you two were going to keep battling. If we'd have gone for an hour, you'd have swapped places another 5 times.
I think looking at the end of last couple of minutes of the race, it was everyone was piling up behind us. So Owen had managed to break me by maybe a second, and I managed to hold Joe Ellis off, I think, with about 3 minutes to go, and then that gave me some breathing space for the last bit. I think if the race had gone on another couple of minutes, I'd have been all right, but I could feel the pack coming. I just didn't quite have the punch down the straight to stick with Owen. So yeah,
very well done. Thank you very much for all the entertainment, Mike Coppin. But we have our race winner, Owen Jenman. Come and speak to me here. You're no stranger to winning, are you? But like I said, mate, well done, very well done. Trading places with Mike Coppin seems very stressful. It's not something I'd want to do.
I enjoy it. I think Mike finds it stressful. Yeah, you can hear him as you're driving round. But I love it. It spurs me on even more. It's great.
Do you think you'll continue that battle throughout the course of the season? Can you challenge for the win this season?
I hope so. I'm going to take the caravan off the back, and that should speed me up for the rest of the season. So, yeah, we should be on for a good finish. Oh, slippery nipple. I've been suffering with a slippery nipple all day.
I think we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Owen Jenman.
And also, Jim, he's by far the best race director that you've got. He's done an outstanding job today, so I want to thank Jim. Wow. Jim Graham.
Round of applause for Jim Graham.
Yeah, very tough battle between those two. I'm not jealous at all of those two and the stress they had to go through at the end.
No, it did look incredibly stressful, that race, so glad I wasn't in it, but I wish I was, actually.
But if you can handle the stress and you wish you were, then go to DaytonaMax.co.uk and join in the fun.